morning everyone. I'm back with lesson 2 of your English this week. Sorry that it's very slightly dark in here still. I think it's starting to, I don't know, get a little bit dark outside potentially. But I've still got the lights off so that you can see the board that little bit better. Hopefully that's okay. Today we are writing our Rampion Wind Farm competition entry story. So you planned it yesterday. Hopefully you did from beginning to end with the problem in the middle. Today we're going to use that plan to write. So, before you start this lesson on Tuesday, you need to do your guided reading lesson before you do this one. So I would suggest if you're doing this before you've done guided reading, pause the video, go and open up the guided reading flip chart. There's a video that you need to watch of Bob the Builder, let me just say. Maybe that will entice you to go and have a look at what that's about. And we're just really trying to get you to think about how simple this story needs to be. All right, simple like an episode of Bob the Builder. A beginning, a problem, and a problem being fixed at the end. So once you've had a look at that guided reading, you need to have a think about if you need to adapt your own plan to make this story any simpler. Is it simple enough for those young children that we want to be able to access it? Okay? So I'm going to carry on in the hope that you've paused this if you needed to. Right, today we should use our plan to write our story. We will need to write each part of our story today, so you've only got today to write. Again, that's another reason we're saying it needs to be really simple, because you haven't got lots and lots of time. Remember, oh there you go, keep it short and simple. I think I've said that about 10 times now, so hopefully you'll remember that. This was my plan, wasn't it? So just as a reminder, Zephyr is with Tina the Turbine, and he's sat at the wind farm and he's watching everyone getting ready for the Christmas light turn on back at Worthing Seafront. The problem is the light doesn't switch on. The mayor goes to switch the switch and nothing happens. There's a big groan, oh no. Fixing the problem, Zephyr is going to create some wind with one of his inventions to make the turbines turn, which is going to send electricity back along those cables to the Christmas lights. And he's able to turn it on, and actually then it works. So Zephyr to the rescue. And that's my ending. Everyone's really happy, and they're ready to celebrate Christmas now that the lights have been turned on. Okay. We must remember in our story to use some speech. Okay, so that's why we need another character. So remember we had Stan the substation as an idea, or Tina the turbine, which is who I've used in mine. Could be someone else. Maybe Zephyr's got a friend that's a child that goes to Chestwood. It's completely up to you. Be as creative as you like. You've got a success criteria to look through. So you've got the structure of the story here, and then you've got some language features that we'd like you to use. So expanded noun phrases, conjunctions, fronted adverbials, relative clauses, parenthesis, speech punctuation, and show not tell. So very, very similar to what we asked you to do for the Daydreamer last week and the week before. So it should be familiar. So, remember, you must use either electricity, windy weather, wind power, or climate change in your story. They must be a topic that features one of those. Don't forget, you've got your grammar support sheets. Subordinate conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, relative clauses, parenthesis, speech punctuation. If you've forgotten any, don't worry. Come and have a look at these and try and learn how to do it again. All right, and try and use it in your work and your success criteria. So today, instead of myself standing here and trying to come up with something to model for you, we've written something as an example that maybe you can magpie from, simply because you don't have that much time to do your writing today. You've only got today to write this entire story. Remember though, simple. But we thought, let's save you some time and let's have an example up on the board already. So I will read it to you, okay? So here, this is my introduction, my start. It was a crisp, cold December evening. Zephyr sat cross-legged on Tina Turbine's head, her favourite spot. watching the streetlights gradually turn on along Worthing seafront. There was something different about this one particular evening. She could sense it. Excitement was bubbling up throughout the streets of Worthing, and it was reaching out to sea, all the way to Zephyr and the turbines. It was the turning on of the Christmas lights. So there we're setting the scene, aren't we? We're introduced to Zephyr. That would be our beginning of our story. So there might be some bits that you want to take from there. There might be nothing that you want to take from there, because actually you've decided your story will be entirely different. Great, completely up to you. But remember, you will need to use your plan and you will need to use your success criteria. Both of those will be really, really important. Okay? I'm just going to see if there's anything on the next slide, because I've forgotten. There is. Okay. Make sure that you write up each section of your story. It can be handwritten or it can be typed. Again, much like last week. We don't mind. It's completely up to you. But certainly as well, if you want to submit this, we need all of it written up so that we can send it off for you. Okay? Top tip. Read it through often, not just at the end. Keep reading it through, because then it reminds yourself of what's just happened, which helps you to make your writing link and flow. Make sure it's cohesive. Try reading it to someone else. Do they notice any errors that you might have made? We all make mistakes. Sometimes someone else can hear them a bit easier than we can hear them ourselves in our own work. Okay, and that's it for today. I'm saying that's it for today. Your task is to write your entire narrative, but you guys are up to the challenge. Just do your best, okay? And then tomorrow we're going to be editing, so don't worry about editing anything today. All right, amazing, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, ready for next lesson. Take care. See you later. Bye.